boys and girls, I'm Mr. Monks, and I'm here to teach you math, because math is awesome, and so are you. Today's topic is making equivalent fractions. Yay! My goal is to give you many tools for your math tool belt. I want you to exercise your brain for any logical thinking, not just in math. Let's start with the basics of fractions. A fraction is a part over a whole. Like, I ran 1/5 of a mile. I swam half the distance of a pool. Or, I ate 2/3 of a birthday cake, but it wasn't mine. In a fraction, the top number is the numerator and the bottom number is the denominator. Let's shade in 1/2 of a rectangle. 1 out of 2 pieces of the rectangle are shaded. There are many ways to represent 1/2. For example, we can break the same exact rectangle into sixths. How many sixths are shaded? Exactly, 3/6 are shaded, because 1/2 is equivalent to 3/6. We can break up this exact same rectangle into eighths. How many eighths are shaded? Hooray! 4/8 are shaded, because 4/8 is equivalent to 1/2. Math! It's time for a Mr. Monk's tool for your math tool belt. Just like in real life, boys and girls, things in math have to be fair. If your sister gets a chocolate chip cookie, is it fair if you don't get a chocolate chip cookie? If your brother gets to stay up late, is it fair if you don't get to stay up late? No. If your sister gets a sweet 16, is it fair if you don't get a sweet 16? No. Mr. Monk's tool for your math tool belt has to do with making equivalent fractions. Whatever you have to multiply by on the top, you multiply on the bottom. Next problem. Let's shade in 4/12 of a rectangle. There are many ways to represent 4/12. For example, we can break the exact same rectangle into sixths. How many of the sixths are shaded? Exactly, 2/6 are shaded, because 4/12 is equivalent to 2/6. We can even break up that exact same rectangle into thirds. How many of the thirds are shaded? Hooray! 1/3 is shaded, because 4/12 is equivalent to 1/3. Math! Rhyme time! To make equivalent fractions, put times or divide in action. To make equivalent fractions, put times or divide in action. Last problem. Let's shade in 4/6 of a rectangle. Let's try dividing the numerator and denominator by 2. What fraction do we now have? Remember, boys and girls, it's okay to take risks in math. Yay! 2/3, because 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. We can even break up that exact same rectangle into 12ths. How many of the 12ths are shaded? Boom, 8/12 are shaded, because 4/6 is equivalent to 8/12. Math! To make equivalent fractions, put times or divide in action. To make equivalent fractions, put times or divide in action. What's that I hear? Ah, yeah, it's the big idea. The big idea today is equivalent fractions show different ways of representing the same part-whole relationship. Guess what? Now it's your turn. Look below, I wrote some sample problems just for you. Math! If you have any questions or know the answer, leave it in the comment section below. What other questions would you like to learn about? Mr. Monks would love to help. Just let me know in the comment section below. Remember, boys and girls, we can exercise our brains and train them to do math and anything else we put our minds to. See you next time. Remember, you can do it. Math!